Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the AFALS podcast. Right? I don't care what anybody says. I think the Lakers are going to win it. I think the Lakers are going to win it, and I really effing hope so. The way I was, but you know what? LeBron James, go ahead and sign another 5-year contract. I don't care. Give him money. Give Bronny a 3-year because he needs Bronny, even though, you know what? I'm done with the shit on Bronny. You can't say nothing about Bronny to me anymore. He's doing his best. He's doing his best. I don't understand the hate. Saw him dunk the other day. Whenever Bronny gets points, I'm like, yeah, because I just want him to do so well. It's the ones that they shit on the most that I'm like, yeah, I want them to do well. And you listen, I can't stand a Nepo baby, but there's something different. Maybe that's also my bias because I love LeBron James, and I really love the Lakers. Rue was killing it. Freaking Austin Reeves' back was killing it. Marcus Smart. Give him the MVP. That's it. I've decided I'm gonna tell. Okay, I know everybody wants Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's so good though, isn't he? Yikes. We're going up against OKC on Tuesday. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. They're so good. OKC is so good. I listen, and Luka Dončić. Listen, like first and foremost, for the new people listening to this, I'm learning sports and I love it. I love it so much. The NFL and basketball. I've always been for the WNBA, so I'm definitely gonna be covering that. Tennis, Taylor Townsend and them. But listen, okay, we've got a lot of work we need to do, but you know what? We have until Tuesday. It's Sunday, May 3rd. We got a couple more days to rest. LeBron's got to rest. He was out most of the season at the beginning. Great job. What else? Austin Reed. But the fact that Luka's not back, but low key, we're doing good without him. Right? Like, is it just me? Like, even Austin Reeves, LeBron was like, hold on. But okay, Lakers owner. Who's the, because Jenny Burst was it. Who's the Lakers owner? Let me say. Mark Walter is Mark Walter is approved as majority owner of Lakers. Mark, call me. Mark, get LeBron 5 years. Who cares? Like, he's 41. We get it. He'll be 40. I actually think he should just have a contract till he's 50 and he just comes in and out. Because I think that he could facilitate, couldn't he? He could really facilitate, in my opinion. Like, he doesn't have to run much. Just don't let him run much. But we need him on the team because he's obviously a very big aspect. And he's running circles around these 20-year-olds, which I love. As someone who's going to be 32, I'm still young as heck. But as I get older, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have no career. I'm like, what's going on? But when I see LeBron, I'm like, okay, keep going. I say keep going because he's 41 in his career. Now, listen, I understand we're not athletes. No, we're not LeBron James. Me, you, nobody. We're not LeBron. No. But you know what? We are the LeBron of our field. Although I just said I didn't have a career. When I say I didn't have a career, it's because I'm unemployed. Whatever. But yeah, the Lakers are doing it. I'm so excited. Listen, game one. What do you guys think? Do we think it's gonna be a blowout? I'm gonna say this, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope I eat my words, because I'll come back on this podcast wrong as hell. Loud and wrong. But I think OKC is gonna win. I think the Lakers could win one game, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. They're going to get one game. If we can get two, I'm even happier. But in an ideal world, we'd win. Realistically, yeah. All of them, all the OKC boys, I can see them now. Chet, Jalen, right? Wasn't his name Jalen? His name Jalen. There's just a bunch of them. I would love to see him live. I would love to see them live. I'm not gonna lie. As a Lakers fan, I'd love to see OKC live. Just like just dog walk everybody. Because everyone also just side note, Halliburton. What's his first name? Oh my God, what's his first name? Halliburton. Not John. What's his name? Tyrese. Tyrese Halliburton. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of those people that's like, oh, not Tyrese. He's doing so well, but they're so boring. They don't have to. No, that's when I wasn't really a fan of basketball. I was just hating because they're not big names, and it's like, where are they from? Indiana, no shame. But Tyrese Halliburton is one of my new favorites. He came out about the Renee Good ice stuff when no one else did, so shout out to him. We love Tyrese. But before I was just bored of them, it was just boring. It was just like because they were winning, and it was just like, but it wasn't like a show. But that's the thing. It's like my tastes are very like entertainment. Like I love that stuff to keep me hooked. But now I'm hooked. Now I like him. Now I like all of them. All of them. Who's else on that team? I'm thinking of Indiana Fever with all them. Caitlin Clark and like Ravens on that team now. Raven's gonna kill it on the Indiana Fever. Side note, I'm just going on a tangent because it's the Lake Show. But listen, the Lakers, we did it. I think we did what we needed to do, in my opinion. But the more we get, the better. So we're going to be paying attention. We're going to be watching the Thunder Lakers series, and we're going to figure out who makes it to the final playoffs. Boston didn't make it yesterday. Did you watch that game? Ew. Boston didn't make it. You know what? What's his face? JB. Is it JB? Jaylen Brown. He's really good, isn't he? He did well. He did well. And Derek White. Is it Derek White or Derek? Not Derek Rose. He was from the Blazers. Derek Rose back in the day, right? Yeah. What's his face? What's his face? Derek White, right? The bald head. Yes, him. He can put threes. He's good. I'm just a fan of everyone, really. Well, not everybody. There's some people, like, for example, in the NFL, I can't stand Nick Bosa because he's MAGA. You know, that's an issue, right? Yeah. And you know what? I'm sick of Amazon Prime taking the shows. Sick of that. I wish it was just on KCLA. I wish it was just on regular news, NBC4, whatever, local, for us for free, right? Anyway, shout out to the Lakers. We're definitely paying attention. Okay, this next story I really want to fill you in on is China. By the way, it just hit me the other day that China's been around for thousands of years. Okay? Thousands of years, like 4,000 years. America's been around for 250 years. And so I'm starting to look at shit a bit differently now. America is young, and we think that we can dog walk other countries like China, Iran, and all these other countries that have been around for thousands of years. Iran's been around for over 2,000 years. China, countries like China have seen emperors rise and emperors fall. You think they're really threatened by us? Like, when you really think about it, yeah, we might be the loudest right now with all the high-tech machinery. Not for long. We're not the superpower that we think we are. When you put it in perspective, these countries have been around for thousands of years. They've seen it all, honey. They can withstand this. But can America, that was built on white supremacy, taken from Native Americans, built on racism, it's kind of coming to the end of that now, where a lot of us are like, hold on, the fuck are we on? You know what I mean? What are we doing? Food for thought, and I'll go into it maybe in a different episode more of like why I feel this way. But I just think we need to start thinking about this a bit more strategically. America's 250 years old. China, Iran, all of these countries, thousands of years old. They'll be around for 1,000 more years to come because they know how to do it. They've done it. Now, speaking of China, one thing that I'm starting to research China a bit more and like their policies and how they treat their people and the benefits that they have that we don't have over here in America. But one thing that China did lately, there was an AI termination in China, and a tech worker got laid off and was replaced by AI, and they took it to court. And then the court, the People's Court in China, upheld an earlier decision by the lower court at the time that the tech workers dismissal was unlawful. They have now ruled that AI cannot take away human people's, like our jobs. Only a country that has been through the rises and falls can understand that this does not end well, right? Because even though AI is new, they saw it probably in other ways, right? Whatever was the new thing for that time. This happens to be AI. But the China court said, you can't do that, AI. You can't take away someone's livelihood. Now, here in the United States of America, we have a layoff crisis. Snapchat just laid off 16% of their workforce. Meta just laid off thousands of people. Oracle, 30,000 people. More and more people. There was another one. Google. Okay? All of our tech workers have been replaced. People like me, because I was in tech for social media, we can't get jobs. Because now people, even these CEOs and stuff, they have said that because of the developments of AI, and us tapping into that, we no longer need all these people. So I don't know about you, but I think I've said this before. America's on the downfall because we've allowed groups of people, when I say groups, 20 people in America to run the shit. And I think that people didn't look into Republican policies. And I don't just want to blame this on the GOP, because have you heard of the establishment Democrats? Chuck Schumer, Kristen Gillibrand. She's a treat, isn't she? But that's the problem. We need more progressive policies because we cannot have people without jobs. How does an economy work? There was actually years ago, maybe last year, Elon Musk said that we should have universal income so people don't have jobs. So supplement people taking away jobs for universal income. It's just ridiculous that we're letting a handful of men make decisions for us. So yeah, I just want to put that out there for food for thought of these other countries who have been around for thousands of years versus America, where right now, yeah, sure, we are strong. We are a superpower, but that's going down because of Trump. That's going down. Beef, gone. No one will buy any weaponry from us anymore, which was one of our strong suits, gone. Canada's no longer doing that. Everyone's turning to China for the defense mechanisms. Ukraine has the best drones. They produce the best drones, or some of the best drones, for army military. So that's gone. We don't do that. Here in America, we've only focused on AI and prisons. Alcatraz, right? Alligator Alcatraz, where I think all of the Epstein class should go. So I just really wanted you to know that about China. They literally have now made it a law that you cannot replace human beings with AI. AI is supposed to be a tool to help you, not to replace you. The AI thing is also kind of crazy because, like, you have Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's AI company, Interpositive, was acquired by Netflix, which is crazy because it's going to take people from their jobs for an undisclosed sum, by the way. Oh, he got paid. So the company's announcement said that Ben Affleck's Interpositive technology will be able to help filmmakers build their own AI models based on the scenes they've already shot, and to use that data to help solve otherwise like small little minute details. There's like an uproar of AI taking over regular people's jobs in the industry. I'm talking about all the people behind the camera, the DOP, the director of photography's team, like all of these, the writers, everything. And Ben Affleck says that despite his tech interests, that he expresses the desire to keep humans at the center of the creative process, but that's never going to happen. It's not up to him, right? So he sold off his AI company to Netflix, and it's up to Netflix to make that decision with his technology. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was a really interesting thing you should know about China and how other people are operating this AI landscape. And I do believe that's not going to be the only country to do so. I just don't think America's going to be behind it. Oh, last thing I want to talk about real quick, that White House Correspondents' Dinner, girl. What do y'all think? We're starting to see the shooter, allegedly the shooter that tried to get Trump or whoever, was in a video in 2017 with Ursula Vance at the same conference. Isn't that funny? Funny how the world works. I don't know. I just can't believe anything this administration does. Like, do I think there should... No, let me first say, an active shooter is insane to be that close to journalists, White House senior members, the Trump administration, whether you like them or not. It's wrong. They had no security apparently in this Hilton hotel, by the way. This looks bad look. Such a bad look. And this gunman was able to get past all this security and start shooting up the place. Well, I don't even know if they shot up the place. I think the Secret Service was able to dismember him beforehand. But the whole point of these all... Remember what happened in Butler with Trump's little ear? And it's just so much staging and distraction for me because of the Epstein files and all the rape, murder, and torture of little innocent kids. You know? I just think that's very strange, and I trust nothing. Another thing I do want to point out before I wrap this up is my next Epstein class update, deep dive, is on Paolo Zampoli, and he is a huge figure in the Epstein class. When I say huge figure, he takes credit for introducing Melania and Donald Trump. He also had a modeling agency back in the day where a lot of people were, when I say people, young girls underage they went through that modeling agency to come to the US and get the visa. So that's interesting, especially from Eastern European countries. Very interesting, which kind of also makes sense why Melania knew Paulo before and introduced her to Trump. Well, Paulo's ex-girlfriend or wife, I don't think they were married, but they have a kid together. He got her deported to Brazil. And she's ready to spill all the beans. So we're going to be paying very close attention. That will be my next deep dive. And yeah, I just think we're living in a crazy freaking world and we've got to talk about it. Well, thank you so much for listening to this episode. And please like, subscribe, and I'll be back for more. All right, bye.